What would happen if you walked into your workshop tomorrow morning and everything was gone? Not damaged, not slightly broken, completely gone. Your tools, your machines, your materials, years of investment, wiped out overnight. And here's the uncomfortable question most people don't ask. Would your insurance actually cover it or leave you paying out of pocket? Because the truth is, most workshop owners think they're protected, but they're not. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how to choose the right insurance for your workshop and tools, so you don't lose thousands or even tens of thousands when something goes wrong. But here's where it gets interesting. Most people go straight to Google, type tool insurance, pick the cheapest option, and think they're done. That's mistake number one. Because insurance isn't just about having a policy. It's about having the right policy. And if you get this wrong, you're not saving money, you're setting yourself up for a financial disaster. So, let's break this down step by step. Imagine two workshop owners. Both have $25,000 worth of tools. Both pay for insurance. But when a theft happens, one gets fully reimbursed. The other gets almost nothing. Same situation. Same loss. Completely different outcomes. Why? Because of how they chose their insurance. And by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly how to be the first person, not the second. Let's start with the foundation. Before you even look at policies, you need to answer one critical question. What exactly are you trying to protect? Sounds simple, but this is where most people mess up. Because they think in general terms. My tools. My workshop. My equipment. That's not enough. Insurance companies don't deal in general terms. They deal in specifics. So here's what you need to do. You need to create a full inventory of your workshop. And I don't mean a rough estimate. I mean everything. Your power tools. Your hand tools. Your machinery. Your materials. Even your work-in-progress pieces. Because here's the hidden risk. If it's not documented, it becomes very hard to claim. And this is where things get expensive. Let me give you a quick reality check. Most people underestimate the value of their tools by 30% to 50%. Think about that. If you believe your workshop is worth $10,000, it's probably closer to $15,000. And if you insure it for the lower amount, you've already lost money before anything even happens. Now here's the next layer, and this is where things start to separate amateurs from smart operators. Not all tools are treated the same in insurance. Some tools fall under general property coverage. Others require special coverage. And some are not covered at all unless you specifically add them. Yes, really. For example, if you have high-value items like a table saw, CNC machine, or specialized equipment, a standard policy might cap the payout per item. So even if your machine is worth $5,000, you might only get $1,000 back. That's a painful surprise most people only discover after something goes wrong. Now, let's talk about something most people completely ignore. Where your tools are located. Because this changes everything. If your tools are kept in a dedicated workshop space, that's one type of risk. If they're stored in your garage at home, that's another. And if you transport them to job sites, that's a completely different category. Here's the problem. Many basic policies only cover tools in one location. So the moment your tools leave that location, they may no longer be insured. Let that sink in. You could be driving to a job, your tools get stolen from your vehicle, and your insurance says, not covered. This is where smart coverage comes in. You need to think beyond static protection and move into real-world protection. Because your tools don't just sit in one place, they move, they get used, they're exposed to risk. And your insurance needs to reflect that. Now let's introduce one of the most misunderstood concepts in insurance. Replacement cost versus actual cash value. This one decision alone can cost you thousands. Here's how it works. Actual cash value means your tools are reimbursed based on their current value, after depreciation. So if you bought a tool for $1,000 5 years ago, you might only get $300 or $400 today, even if it costs $1,000 to replace. Now compare that to replacement cost coverage. This pays you what it actually costs to replace the item today. Big difference. And yet, many people choose the cheaper policy without realizing they're sacrificing thousands in potential coverage. Now at this point, you might be thinking, okay, I'll just pick the best coverage for everything. But here's the catch. The best policy isn't always the most expensive one. It's the one that matches your specific situation. And this is where strategy comes in. Because if you understand how insurance companies assess risk, you can actually reduce your premiums without reducing your protection. And that's exactly what we're going to get into next. How to structure your insurance so you're fully protected, without overpaying every month. We're going to break down the exact types of insurance you should consider, the hidden add-ons that actually matter, and the simple tweaks that can save you hundreds per year. So before you make a decision that could cost you thousands later, let's go deeper. Now here's where most people finally realize. Insurance isn't just a safety net, it's a strategy. And if you understand how to structure it properly, you can protect everything you've built without draining your cash flow. So let's break down the exact types of insurance you should be looking at, because not all coverage is created equal. First, you have what most people start with: basic homeowners or renters insurance. And yes, it can cover tools. But here's the problem. It's extremely limited. In many cases, tools are classified under personal property, and there are strict caps on how much you can claim, sometimes as low as a few $1,000s. So if you're running even a small workshop, this alone is not enough. This is where the next level comes in. Tool-specific coverage, sometimes called inland marine insurance. And despite the confusing name, this has nothing to do with boats. This is one of the most powerful types of coverage for workshop owners. Why? Because it protects your tools wherever they go. Your workshop, your vehicle, a job site. It travels with your equipment. And that solves one of the biggest gaps we talked about earlier. Now here's the part most people miss. You can customize this coverage. You can list high-value tools individually and insure them for their full replacement cost. This avoids those painful payout limits that catch people off guard. So instead of hoping your policy covers everything, you're making sure it does. Next, let's talk about liability. Because tools aren't your only risk. What happens if someone gets injured in your workshop? Or because of something you built? This is where general liability insurance comes in. And even if you're just doing small projects or side work, this matters more than you think. Because one accident can cost more than your entire workshop setup. Now, let's go one step further. If your workshop generates income, even part-time, you should seriously consider business insurance. Because the moment money is involved, your risk level changes. And so does how insurance companies evaluate your claims. This type of policy can bundle multiple protections together. Your tools, your workspace, your liability, even lost income in some cases. And that last one? That's huge. Because if something forces you to stop working, you're not just losing tools, you're losing income. Now, let's talk about something that can quietly destroy your finances. The deductible. This is the amount you pay out of pocket before insurance kicks in. And here's the trade-off. Higher deductible equals lower monthly premium. Lower deductible equals higher monthly premium. Sounds simple. But here's the strategy. If you can comfortably afford a higher deductible in an emergency, you can significantly reduce your monthly costs. But if you can't, a low premium isn't saving you money, it's creating risk. So this decision should be based on your financial reality, not just what looks cheaper up front. Now let's unlock something powerful. How to actually lower your insurance costs without sacrificing coverage. Because yes, you can do both. Here are a few strategies most people overlook. First, security. If your workshop has proper locks, alarms, or surveillance, you're seen as lower risk. And lower risk often means lower premiums. Second, storage. Keeping tools organized, protected from damage, and properly stored reduces the likelihood of claims. And again, this can work in your favor. Third, bundling policies. If you combine multiple coverages with one provider, you can often get discounts. But be careful. Only bundle if the coverage still fits your needs. Cheap and wrong is still wrong. Now let's talk about something that separates smart viewers from everyone else. Reading the fine print. I know, it's boring. But this is where the real story is. Because hidden in those details are coverage exclusions, claim limits, specific conditions that can void your policy. And this is exactly why some people get denied when they file a claim. Not because they didn't have insurance, but because they didn't understand it. Let me give you a quick scenario. Two people file a claim for stolen tools. One gets paid quickly. The other gets denied. Why? Because one had proper documentation, itemized coverage, and the right policy type. And the other didn't. Same loss, different preparation, different outcome. So here's the big takeaway. Choosing the right insurance isn't about buying the most expensive plan. And it's definitely not about choosing the cheapest one. It's about alignment. Your tools, your workflow, your risks, all matched with the right coverage. And if you get this right, you don't just protect your tools. You protect your time, your income, your progress, everything you've been building. Now let me ask you one final question. If something happened tonight, would you be fully covered? Or would you be starting from zero? If this video helped you think differently about protecting your workshop and your finances, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Because on this channel, we don't just talk about saving money. We talk about protecting it, growing it, and using it to build real freedom. And if you want to take action right now, start with one step. Create your full tool inventory today. That alone puts you ahead of most people. I'll see you in the next video.